The universe is giving you more and more of what you're asking for. It has one answer: yes. The answer is yes. Remember that the universe is infinite, so its only answer is abundance. Infinity is massive abundance and expansion beyond anything humanly understandable. Therefore, its only answer is yes. The answer can never be no. It is impossible because it doesn't know the word no. No represents a contradiction or shrinking, which is the opposite of abundance. Everything you think can become a self-fulfilling prophecy if you stay on it long enough. So when you see a lot of unpleasantness in your immediate environment, you have to wonder to yourself, what has been the thought process leading up to that moment? The universe doesn't know judgment. Judgment is limitation. It's a contradiction to abundance. You know, when we judge, we're making something wrong or right. So, in other words, you're implying that when something is outside the limits that someone else is doing, you say they're wrong. Or you're saying that when someone is within the boundaries or limits that you perceive, then you say they're right. And that's based on each person's own belief system. But the universe doesn't see things as wrong or right. There's only abundance to whatever ideas or thoughts you're sending out. If you're angry and you keep dwelling on anger and spending your energy on these unhappy thoughts that lead to anger, then the universe says, okay, yes, I'll give you more of that. The concentration of thoughts on unhappy events, it will keep you stuck. And the universe is abundance. It will just say yes to whatever subject that you are ruminating over. So focus on the positive things of your life, of what you desire for your life. And I'll tell you how you can do this. But first, I want to take a moment to pause and thank you for tuning in to my channel. If you think that you've gained any value or were entertained in any way, please like and subscribe to the channel. It would really help us out. And also, remember to tap that notifications bell so you'll know when I post new content. Thank you so much. So how can you keep a more positive focus on the things in your life? Well, you can start by quieting yourself for 5 minutes in the morning before your day starts, and quieting down 5 minutes when your day ends. You will then start to get present to thoughts that come into your mind, and then pay attention to what direction they're going in. You know, if a thought comes up that's negative, don't try to stop it. Just let it pass by. Or why don't you reframe the message or the thought so that you can express it just a little bit more positively. You know, for example, if you say to yourself, oh, that was a terrible idea that someone came up with earlier today. Well, why don't you tweak that and say, you know, so-and-so was trying to help me out. I appreciate their input, but that idea doesn't really serve me at this time. So you can just kind of change it a little bit to be a little bit more positive. So what is the point of that? Well, this allows you to slowly start working on convictions and beliefs, especially when they're generally negative. If one continues working on this, eventually one will start to change the thought process and move into a healthier and brighter vibration. This energy will be much more positive and healthier for the individual. And this messaging, although it's invisible, will be heard by the universe, which is always aligned with our thoughts. You know, many find it difficult to believe that this works, yet they are always experiencing exactly what they believe. You hear people say things like, I knew I wasn't going to get that job, or I knew I was going to pay more money for that. But you already decided that idea from the beginning, and the universe heard it. Being consistent as it always is, the universe said yes to those limiting beliefs. Yes, you said you weren't going to get that job. Well, the universe said, there you go. You said you knew you were going to pay more money. Well, there you go. What happens? You go and you check out the pricing and you say, oh, it's too much. And the universe answered your thought. It said, yes. So the universe is working just fine. It's not broken. I've also heard many stories of people who had wonderful experiences. They went for a job interview and for a job that they really wanted. And they were excited about it, even though they weren't qualified. Yet they managed to be hired. Why? Because they had a strong desire, despite the quote-unquote realistic evidence of not being qualified. So please remember to develop yourself so that you can create all the things you desire. You have them available to you. You just have to change the notion that you are incapable. You are very capable. You are part of the most powerful force there is in the universe. Most of us are beginning to realize and wake up to this tremendous knowledge. Now that you know, what are you going to do about it? Well, I'm going to leave you with this powerful quote. And some of you may have heard of it. It's the quote from Invictus. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. So work with your greatest ally, the universe, and you'll receive the yes for your abundance that you so readily deserve. Your life is in your hands. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, tap that notifications bell so you'll be notified when I post new content.